What's good, people? What's good, people? It's your boy Chef Rambo back with another video again. Now what I'm saying, yeah, for this channel, I might upload a minimum of 4 videos a day. So make sure you subscribe and keep it locked so you're staying in the loop and you got the latest news, you know what I'm saying? The road news, the drill news, the grime news, urban news, UK news, all the news. Now, this one's a bit of a sticky one still, alright? 2 men who killed a man outside his mother's Glasgow pub have both been sentenced to life in prison. Now let me get into this one for you, yeah? Let me get into this one. So the news article says Craig Corrall, 39, and David Callaghan, 30, who attacked Owen Hassan with knives and machetes in 2018. Now the 30-year-old man who died was repeatedly stabbed outside the Old Stag Inn pub. Corrall has been jailed for a minimum of 20 years and 6 months, while Callaghan will serve at least 20 years in prison. They're banged up for life. What do you think about that? Do you think that's right? Do you think that's wrong? I'm gonna say I feel like that's a bit of a good sentence still. That's a good sentence for a murder. You know what I'm saying? That's vicious. That's vicious. Outside his mum's pub now, you can't be doing anything there. So let me continue. The High Court in Glasgow previously heard how Corrall had been prepared to do 20 years after discovering Mr. Hassan had been seeing his ex-partner. Boys, what do I always say? Don't get mixed up with gal. It could cost you your life, alright? This man was obviously digging out next man's gal, and obviously he's come to get his revenge, so he was prepared to do the 20 years. So the court said it was premeditated and vicious. Now, Lord Woolman told the pair the attack was premeditated and vicious. The guy said, in a victim impact statement, his mother said she cannot describe the physical pain she feels daily, the sickness in her stomach and the ache in her heart. Now, you gotta have some compassion for that, man. That's crazy. I bet those murderers didn't factor in that obviously it goes beyond the victim. Do you know what I'm saying? It goes beyond the person he's killing. You know what I mean? There's wider family and even their family as well. Now they've lost a son. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me continue. He added that the jury rejected claims the killer had been victims of a mistaken identity. Mr. Hassan's mother, Anne-Marie Lynch, told the trial how she found her dying son covered in blood after he was stabbed through the heart on the 7th of November 2018. Miss Lynch said, I was trying to get a phone call to the ambulance. I was just trying to help him. She also went on to say that Mr. Hassan's attackers ran as she tried to chase them. Her friend James Nolan also came to Mr. Hassan's aid and tried to shield Miss Lynch from her son's gruesome injuries. Butcher's knife. He told the trial how one of the attackers strolled away after the killing. Mr. Nolan said the guy turned around and just stared at me. He had a weapon. There was no speech. Nothing. It was a butcher's knife and it was big. Seriously big. Corrall's former partner, obviously this is the girl that was all about, I'm guessing. Corrall's former partner said to detectives they'd been together for 8 years before she had a brief relationship with Mr. Hassan in 2018. She told the trial she was forced to block Corrall's number after he bombarded her with abusive and threatening text. The 28-year-old said it became apparent that he was aware of her relationship with Mr. Hassan. One message stated, I told you, it's me or him who dies. Distressing time. Another included, you mean nothing to me, and remember I'm prepared to die or do 20 years. So man sealed his own fate. He said that in a text message, and obviously the judge has seen that and said, let's see if you can stand up to what you say. You know what I'm saying? So that's justice, poetic justice if anything. A further text claimed Corrall would go to jail as long as it's worth it. The trial heard that he had boasted to a friend about the killing. The sentencing court heard that both men continued to protest their innocence. Can you believe that? Now, Detective Chief Inspector Martin Fergus of Police Scotland said this was a violent and premeditated attack which has left Mr. Hassan's family devastated by the actions of the 2 men found guilty. I hope today's outcome will give Owen's family some comfort in what has been a very painful and distressing time for them. I'd also like to thank the members of the public who came forward with vital information that greatly assisted our investigation. So, moral of the story, don't mess with next man's gal. Don't be off key and be willing to do 20 years, otherwise you're going to have to end up doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to seal your own fate. And obviously, like I say, put the knives down. There's other ways to sort these things out, you know what I'm saying? It's a madness. The world's going mad. As I always say, it's your boy, Chef Rambo. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, keep in the loop. I'm going to be back with another one. Make sure you subscribe. Chef Rambo, out.